New to
Okay.
the
Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at number 1. The contact, they become everyone following so far?
yes, sir.
So anytime we see a plus come together in this way, they become a minus sign, and 8 minus 5 is what?
3, sir.
Okay, very good. And let's look at the next one. So we say we have -7 minus -9. And as I just said, so when we have two negative signs together, they become a positive. Everyone following so far? So two negative signs together give us a positive.
Yes, sir.
Anyone can repeat what I said a while ago? Two negative signs together give us a positive. And -7, +9 is what? You guys following? So we have -7. Let's make this bigger for you guys to see. Let me write that down quick. So -7, -9 equals, I say equals 2. Let's look at it. So a negative, these two negative signs here, they become a positive. So -7, so now we have a positive. Positive 9. Oh, no. So let's look at that and present it. So here we have -7 minus -9. And as I said, when we see two negative signs written in such a way, or they come in close contact, it becomes a positive. Everyone following so far? So we see where the two, do we see where the two negative signs became a positive?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we say -7 plus -9 is equal to 2y. Anyone can do that? Anyone can work that out? Know how we work that out? If we have, let's look at it this way. If we have 9 items and we take away, we minus 2, how many items are left? We have 9 items and we minus 7 items from the 9. How many items do we have left? So we would have 2 items remaining. Let's look at multiplication. Let's go back to the rules. So here is it, multiplication and division. So if you multiply a positive and a positive, you get back a positive. A negative and a negative gives back a positive. A positive and negative gives us a negative, and a negative and a positive give us a negative. Everyone following so far? Anyone can repeat those rules back to me if you want to?
No, sir. No, sir.
So we say if we take a positive and multiply it by a next positive, the result is a positive. If we take a negative, multiply it by a negative, we get back a positive. We take a positive, multiply it by a negative, and we get back a negative, as we can see there. And it's the same thing as when we take a negative, multiply it by a positive, we get back a negative. So here we have, 6 times 3 is what? Anyone know what 6 times 3 is?
18.
Yes, and here we have 6 times negative 3. So we would have negative 18 because a positive times a negative is a negative number. So we say we take a positive and times it by a negative, and the result is a negative. Everyone following so far? Any
Yes, sir.
questions? Okay, that was just a quick run through. We'll go deeper into algebra in the upcoming classes. Let's look at the division. So we say we have negative 18 and we divide it by negative 2 and it's equal to negative 9. So going back to the rules, we see that it says multiplication and division. So if we divide a negative by a negative, the result is a positive. And here we have a negative 18. We divide it by a negative 2, so we get a positive 9. Everyone clear so far? So we are taking the rule that we went over, that
Yes, sir.
if we take a negative, divide it by a negative, the outcome is a positive. Everyone following so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we get a positive result.
Yes, sir.
Now let's look at number 5. So the rule is, we're looking at division. The rule is if we take a negative number and we divide it by a positive number, the result is a negative number. And here we take negative 15 divided by positive 5, and the result is equal to negative 3. Everyone following so far? So when we take a negative number and divide it by a positive number, the result must be a negative number. Let's look at algebra. Algebraic expressions. So we're saying that an expression is one that contains one or more variables. It could contain some constants and some variables. Anyone know what a constant is?
No, sir.
No. Anyone know what a variable is? So we say a variable is a letter that represents an unknown quantity. A variable is a letter that represents an unknown quantity. So anyone can find the variable in these sets of example. Look at this one, a minus b. What are the variables here? The variables there would be a and b, since both a and b are unknown quantities. We don't know what a and b is. Does anyone know what a and b is? So since we don't know what a or b is, we say that a and b are variables since they are unknown quantities. And we say a variable expression consists of variables, constant, numbers, and operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So here we have a variable expression, 3x minus 7. So it has a variable, the variable is x. It has a constant 3. The 3 does not change, and it also has another constant 7. 7 does not change. And we have an operation which is minus or subtraction. Everyone following so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's take a look at like and unlike terms. So we say like terms are terms which have the same algebraic factors. So they must have the same variable with the same exponent. And we say that unlike terms are terms which have different algebraic factors. I will put that in simpler terms for you guys. So here, let's look at the part with like terms. So we have 2x plus 19x. Anyone know why this is a like term? Anyone can tell why that is a like term? 2x plus 9x. 19x, anyone can tell why those are like terms?
Because it has the same letter.
Very good, because they have the same letter, and the same letter, and that letter is x. Yeah. And now we have 4w minus 10w. And we say these are like terms because they have the same variable. They have the same letter, and that letter is w. So let's look at here we have 14.2 r minus 12 r, and they are like terms because they have the same variable, and that variable is r. And here we have 32 a raised to the power of 2 plus 9 a raised to the power of 2. And we say these are like terms because they have the same variable, and that variable is a raised to the power of 2. Everyone following so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And we have 8 plus 5y. Both have the same variable, which is y, so we call them like terms. Let's look at the unlike terms. So anyone can tell why 2x plus 19a are unlike terms?
Because they have two different variables.
Yes, very good. They have two different variables. And here we have 14w minus 10w raised to the power of 2. Anyone can tell us why those are unlike terms? They both have w. What makes them unlike terms if they both have w?
Because one is raised to the second power.
Okay, very good, because one is raised to the second power. And here we have 12r minus 12s, and we say they are unlike terms because they have two different variables. The second one is that we have 32a raised to the power of 2 plus 9a raised to the power of 3. Why are these like terms? Because they both have, they are both raised to a power and they are both the same letter. Why are they unlike terms?
One is raised to the power of 2 and one is raised to the power of 3.
Okay, very good. And here we have 8y plus 5. Why are these unlike terms?
Because only one has a variable.
Very good. Only one has a variable. Is that big enough for everyone to see? Everyone can see that? What is written there on the screen? Everyone can see what is written there on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's look at expressions with finding the value of an expression. Expressions with one variable. If we know the value of a variable in the expression, then we can easily find the numerical value of the given expression. Example, find the value of the expression 2x plus 7 if x is equal to 3. So let's look at the solution. So we say that we put the value of x equal 3 into the expression. So here, they replace x with 3. So they replace the x with 3, and we say that 2 times 3 is 6, plus 7 give us 13. Everyone following so far?
Yes, sir.
So they gave us an expression, and the expression there was a variable, and we don't know the value, and we don't know the value of the variable. However, they go on and they give us the value of that variable. So we take the value given, and we replace that, and we replace the unknown variable with the value that was given. Everyone following so far? And then we get 6 plus 7 equal 13. So let's look at it here. So 2x, x is the variable when x equal 3, and 3 is the value of the variable. So they're asking us to evaluate the following expression, 2x plus 3 when x is equal to 3. So they give us the variable, and they give us a value for that variable. And what is the value given? What is the value of the variable? So the value of the variable given is 3. And we place it in the bracket. Anyone know what operation is happening here? What operation, when we have 2 and 3 in a bracket, what do we do to those numbers?
Multiply them.
And when we multiply 2 times 3, we get
6,
and when we add 3 to 6, we get
9.
What would happen if the value was 2 instead of 3? What would you do in that case?
You'd multiply 2 by 2 and then get 4 plus 3, and that would be 7.
Okay, very good. So let's look at substituting the value. So we have 5x minus 10 when x is equal to 8. So anyone want to try and work out that answer? Anyone want to try that and tell me the answer that they get?
Yes, I'll try.
Okay.
So, since the value of x is 8, 5 times 8 is 40, and then 40 minus 10 is 30.
Okay, very good. You want to walk the class through the steps that you're taking? So you said, so you had 5x minus 10, and we got, and they told us that x is equal to 8. So we replace x with 8. And we know that anytime we have 5 bracket 8, this is the same thing as saying 5 times 8, which is 40. And 40 minus 10 is 30. So let's look at a two variable expression. So we have 5x plus y when x equal 8 and y is equal to 6. So they gave us both the values of x and y in this case. So we take the value of x, which is 8, and we replace the x in this expression with 8. And we put 8 in the bracket. Then we write back our plus, and we take y, and we replace that y with 6. Everyone following so far? And we say x times 8, we say 5 times 8 is 40 plus 6, and we get 46. Everyone understand this so far? So let's look at adding like terms. If we have to add like terms when we can simply add their numerical coefficients, the result will also be a like term. Anyone know what a coefficient is?
The number in front of the variable.
Okay, very good. The number in front of the variable. So we say we take 2x and 5x. So we know that 2, and here, let's look at this. So this is saying 2 times x. Everyone following that? This is saying 2 times x plus 5 times x. And we can take the coefficients. So the coefficient 2, the coefficient 5. We add them together, and we times them by the factor that makes them like terms. What factor makes them like terms in this case? What is the factor there, or the variable that makes them like terms?
X.
And since we know that both of them, since we know that the result must also be a like term, we say we must have that term must also have
The variable x.
yes, very good. So we take the coefficient, we add them together, then we times them by the variable x. Since we have 2 times x plus 5 times x, we take both coefficients, add them together, and times them by x, and we get 7x. Everyone following so far?
Yes, sir.
Let's look at some riddles for this one. Let's look at the subtraction of like terms. So we say we want to subtract 3 from P. We want to subtract 3P from 11P. So we have 11P minus 3P. So we take the like term. We write the like term that we have, and the like term there is P. Then we minus 11, then we take away 3 from 11, and that gives us 8P. Everyone understand what is happening there? Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this. Everyone seeing the screen? Let's look at solving this riddle. So it says, can you solve this animal algebra riddle? What is the value of the rabbit? So we say a frog minus 2 gives us a giraffe. And we say a frog plus a frog plus a frog is equal to 21. A giraffe is equal to a mermaid minus 1. And a mermaid is equal to a rabbit plus a rabbit. What is a rabbit? Anyone can solve that? Anyone want to try and solve that?
Okay, sure, I'll try to solve it. Let's see. So a frog minus 2 equal a giraffe. 3 frogs equal 21. So a frog is 7. Giraffe equal mermaid minus 1. Okay, so giraffe is 5. So 5 minus 1 equal 1. 5 minus 6 equal 1. And mermaid equal 2 rabbits. So rabbit is 3, sir.
Anyone else want to try?
Sir, did you hear my answer?
Huh?
Sir, did you hear my answer?
Yeah, your answer was 3, right?
Yes, sir, it was 3.
And the correct answer is 3. You guys don't want to get points for class. So let's look at our next riddle.
Hello, sir. Sir. Sir.
Yes.
Sir, type in math playground.
Math what?
Math playground.
Okay, let's see. Is that
Sir, go to all. And then go, yeah, right there. No, press right there. Press, no, not that one, sir. Up, go, math. No, sir, not logic games. Just press math playground here, right here.
I'm on all.
Yes, sir. Now go to press math playground from please. Press that. The first link. Press the first link. Scroll down, sir. Scroll down. Sir, press multiplayer games. Sir, press multiplayer games. No, sir, not that. No, sir, no. Sir, press multiplayer game.
It's not a multiplayer games that have
Yes, sir.
nothing. Okay.
Just trust me, sir.
Which one do
Press
I want to
multi.
play? Quick.
Sir, just trust me. Press
Any
multiplayer game. Okay,
game?
go down, sir. There's an integers. Go down, sir. Go down. Go down some more. Go down. Go down. Oh, there's his. Go, sir, go up. Go up. There was integers. Go up, sir.
That's
Go up.
what you
There's
integer.
integer. Integer addition
that's-
and integer multiplication.
So let's try playing this game together. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Let's play. So what should I do? Guys, what should I do to make -4? I would take 6 and -10. Right? Guys, what should I do? I take -2 and -2. No one wants to help me.
-8.
Okay, how do I make -4 here? Please, guys, don't let -6.
-2
and -2.
Where there is there a -2 there?
No, sir. I think you need negative. No, wait. -6. I think you need 10. No, not 10.
So we're losing.
-6 and 10. -6 and 10.
No.
Oh, -6 and 2. Oh, it came first, sir. We can play with you now, sir. Serino can play with you.
Anyone want?
Read it.
Anyone?
Like,
So we want to